Yeah.
I will not watch the NFL.
Okay.
And I haven't watched a single game last season. Not gonna watch a single game this season. It won't be played in my house.
Okay.
On no TV in my house at that. My girl is up.
I don't really think it matters whether you watch it or not. You know why? Because it's black boys on the field risking their life and trying to entertain you. Watch it.
How many people is stuck under this fucked up family's roof trying to save up just enough to make a little bit of ends meet? It's like, now you hate a brand who's affiliated with one person, and now you just want because of race. And what he did, like what he did,
Kaepernick never said boycotting NFL.
Look.
He never said that.
When he knew he wasn't boycotting the NFL,
right?
Neither was.
What's going on, y'all? I'm Frugal McDougal.
I'm Trey Boogie.
I'm Mitch.
Got a special guest today. Goes by the name of Mitchell. Money Mitch. That's what I like to call it. Give it up for Money Mitch. Yes, sir, he's home. He's here. I'm glad you're here, man. I've been wanting to get you on for a long time. Me and you done had a lot of good debates in the past, and I wanted to make it a point to bring you on. So, I don't want to waste no time. I just want to get right into it. So, me and Trey came up with this topic that we wanted to talk to you about. Felt like it'll be real interesting. So, basically, we're going to ask you about the NFL. And basically, should we be watching it? What's your take on it? How do you feel? What's your opinion? It's my perspective. Go ahead and tell me how you feel.
How I feel about the NFL, am I watching it is the question?
Yeah.
I will not watch the NFL.
Okay.
And I haven't watched a single game last season. Not going to watch a single game this season. It won't be played in my house.
Okay.
On no TV in my house at that. My girl is an Atlanta Falcons fan.
Mm-hmm.
We won't be supporting them either.
Okay.
And I feel like until Colin Kaepernick has his place back where he rightfully deserves to be, I'll sit in silence and protest. And what does my protest do for not watching it is to destroy the views. You know, I heard T.I. say why he is also protesting, even though that the Super Bowl is here in Atlanta, he won't be supporting it. He won't watch a single game either. And he was like, the way to protest it is, you know, say if you do want to watch football, right? And you don't want to personally contribute to watching the NFL in your house so that you get that one view, you could go to a bar where 1,000 people are watching it or playing it and they only going to get that one. Like, because you have to hurt them in numbers and you have to hurt them in their pockets, most importantly, what should be their views for us. You know, don't buy none of their apparel, don't support none.
You know what I mean?
I'm listening. So,
that's why I stand at on whether I want to watch the NFL or not.
Okay. That's pretty cut and dry to the point. What you think?
You know, I don't even watch football, but at the end of the day,
do you watch football first off? Do you watch football?
I'm an Indianapolis Colts fan.
When
I was not protesting before the whole Colin Kaepernick, I did watch football. Yes.
Okay.
My opinion's a little biased because I don't watch football, but at the end of the day, why would we support something that we know is wrong? If you gotta say, I'm with Cap for this, but I'ma still watch football, you're already saying in the essence is wrong. So you know where you're wrong at. You know watching it is kind of like a stab. That's like we gonna march and protest for black people to get something, and then we're gonna say, okay, we're not gonna support this, but you feel as though you have to support it. Why do you feel you have to? Why is it embedded in your head that even if it's wrong and you see what's wrong, we have to support it?
Okay. Both of y'all have made valid points. All right. So I'm gonna be the devil's advocate, and I'm gonna go ahead and say, you know, I don't really think it matters whether you watch it or not. I say watch it. It's not gonna make a difference. The money, you're not gonna touch their pockets. You know, and I'm gonna break it down.
How about that's corny?
What?
Because you just said it's not gonna make a difference.
Tell me what difference it's gonna make.
You know what? It's not even. It's not always about making that big difference. It's not. It's about getting in each person's mind that we need to come together for something.
Right.
It's not about, because then if one person feels like that, okay, it doesn't matter. The majority is going to feel like that because people go with trends. So if I say, yeah, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm going to still watch it, and you like, yeah, I kind of don't want to watch it, but I mean, Trey's still watching it, so I could watch it. It's just affecting the next. We need to stand for something.
Yeah, for me, like, I take issues like this serious. Like, it's a part of, like, who I am. Like,
Yeah.
I don't wear certain clothing name brands even though I can afford it. It's because of, who it belongs to, number one, who's the owner of it, number one, and number two, what do they decide to invest their money, and number three, how does it impact people like me and who look like me. So, I shy away from supporting things like that. So, and the number one reason I really stand behind Colin Kaepernick, because he ain't have to do it. Number one, he half white and he half black, right? And his mom, I remember his mom outed him on Twitter, saying like, he ain't never have to experience the issues and what he fighting for, but that don't mean that he don't have, the audacity to stand up and fight for it, whether he experienced it or not, right? So, and then his reality was, and I always tell people, I don't care where you think you are in terms of how much money you make or where you work, you always going to be black. And society is always going to remind you of that. Because right after his mom made that comment on IG, he lost everything he ever put his whole life into, which was football.
Whoa.
He ain't happy no more.
He wasn't broke.
It's not about him being broke.
Okay.
His dream was to play in the NFL. His dream was to retire. That's all
he wanted to do.
Right? So once he decided to stand up for something that this country did not believe in, something in an organization that he worked for did not believe in, they blackballed him. So in that sense, it goes back to my comment that I don't care how much money you make or who you think you are, they'll always remind you that you're black.
All right, so let me give you my take on it, and the reason why I feel like it really doesn't make a difference, and I feel like you should just do what you enjoy, right? My first point I want to make is time has shown us that boycotting only works when you have some type of like strategic plan. You know what I'm saying? So okay, let me get this out, right? So, is there any strategic plan? This is a rhetorical question. Is there any strategic plan in boycotting the NFL right now?
Yes.
No, there's not.
Yeah.
Let me get this out. It's no strategic plan out there, right? It's just cold turkey. Don't watch the NFL and hope that their ratings go down. When in all actuality, their money is paid. They're paid up to 2022 right now. They get their TV contracts years in advance. They don't care nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? Whether nobody in the world watches football, them NFL owners, the NFL is going to get paid regardless.
They're going to get paid. But, all right. So if it's already paid up to 2020 or 2022, right? And they're getting paid by views, by what they bring into that network station, right? Now, say if you
it's more than just that. The NFL, the brand itself owns
if you don't support the brand itself, then it get diminished. Like there's absolutely nothing of that brand anymore. It absolutely destroyed itself.
It's not, but you know what? The NFL brand is not.
You're saying that because it's not like a clothing brand where it's dependent on sales. They already got their quota.
It don't have to be, right? All right. So, I'm not really understand how it get paid out in terms of if it's paid up to 20 or 2022, right? For example, right? But they saying, okay, this is what y'all bought in. Right, so we know that we can pay this out because this may be a guarantee, right?
Yeah.
And if those numbers begin to fluctuate, where it's not as firm or it's not,
so you think the numbers will fluctuate?
Absolutely.
No, I mean that.
The issue is the numbers won't fluctuate because we have more people still saying what you're saying.
Okay, but I want to get back to that because I got So my next point that I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all rebuttal. The next point I want to get to is the how we react off emotion without really thinking things through, right? So something happens in the black community, right? The Kaepernick situation. The first thing we do is say, I'm not watching it no more, which is cool. But we always react with, I'm not gonna support you, instead of reacting with, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna own my own. it's that shit. Like, I'm not gonna support you means nothing. You know what I'm saying, to them. Think about it like this. Now, I support Kaepernick. I'm on his side. I also chose to watch the NFL for my own reason, but the reason why we react off of pure emotion instead of acting and actually doing something.
Is that opinion or is that a fact?
It's a fact.
That's opinion.
When have we ever went boycotted and then actually did something about it? Like, don't boycott and just don't watch. Boycott by owning your own, because y'all in my house right now, right? Listen, let me get this out, because it's on right now.
Okay.
You in my house right now, right? Okay. This is a frame, so just really stay with me. Don't joke. When you come to my house, you gotta follow my rules, right?
Right.
Now mind you, don't. I'm still on Kaepernick's side, but Kaepernick is playing in a league where 100% of the owners, majority owners, are white. Old white men who have a different mindset than he does. Now I'm on Kaepernick's side, obviously. I'm a black man in America. But I also understand how they think. They don't care nothing about that. So the way to react, I feel like, is to own your own league. And why not? Why not react with ownership instead of reacting with I'm not good? It's like a kid mentality to me. It's like, oh, I'm just not gonna watch you. But who's trying to like start another league? Our only resource for football is the NFL, and we don't have any skin in the game. So watch it.
Okay.
You know why? Because it's black boys on the field risking their life and trying to entertain you. Watch it.
That's all.
But also watch it.
But it's so much.
And go try to own your own too.
No, but it's so
why
much,
not?
It's so much wrong with what you said, and I only want to speak to two factors of it. You speak to the fact about going to own a league, right? Mm-hmm. We talk about back in slavery time, right? 1800s, 1900s, whatever, right? Where 99% of the general wealth in this country was owned by white people, mm-hmm. right? They freed the slaves, right? Slavery ended, right?
Yes.
Then we go into the Jim Crow era, the Black Codes, the Reconstruction. Then you get mass incarceration. And then you're in 2018, and 99% of the wealth of America is still owned by white people.
I hear what you're saying, right?
Right, so look, so all the Oprahs, all the Michael Jordans, all the LeBron James, the Shaquille O'Neals, the Kobe Bryants, the Allen Iversons, all those prominent black people who we deem dead, they pay them $163 million a year, still don't equal up to 1% of that 99%. There's no wealth. There's no economic vehicle for black people to say we're going to stop supporting the NFL and we're going to start our ownership.
Okay, I'm glad you said
That's one, right? And then the second one was, damn, I lost my train of thought. Go ahead.
How much does it cost to start a league?
I don't know. How much
you don't know, right? It's nothing for one millionaire, this millionaire to get together. I'm going to own a team. I'm going to build a park. The NBA, the NFL, they didn't start off on some big major scale.
It's a business.
It's a business. Right, I understand.
You went to real estate, right?
Yeah.
Let's correlate this two. You went to real estate, right? You know what the Great Black Depression is? 2009 under the Obama administration, right?
Yeah. What
happened with over 300,000, specifically African American people in this country lost their homes, right?
Yeah.
Under the crash that happened under Bush administration that was transferred to Obama, right?
Yeah.
What happened? You can have 800 credit score, right? Mm-hmm. They were still giving you interest rates like they was giving you a house off. You had 600.
What does that have to do with the NFL?
You're missing a point.
What?
You're missing a point.
What's the point?
Even in a predicament where you just say that, okay, all these millionaires gonna get their money together, it's still a business and they still
understand.
They still
but you know
operate.
what?
They still write policy depends on how business is going to operate. You know why business send their money overseas and don't bring it back?
So what you're saying is it can't happen. So what you're saying, you're making excuses on why not to own instead of just doing it. That's what you're saying.
I'm saying that there's no economic.
Stop giving black people excuses.
I'm saying
and just do the shit.
There's no economic vehicle amongst black people in America to create an organization.
How much does it cost to start a league? You don't know.
All right, but how much does it cost to run that league like the NFL? That is, it's huge.
It's not.
No, you know what it is. No, you know what it is. Let's break it down to this. Can we afford? All right, so
no.
When you're broke, right?
Yeah.
You like, yo, what? What are black people trained? What are black people? We're trained from young to be like, yo, if you think your son is nice in football, you like, yo, I hope this nigga join the NFL. Why? Because it's money. It's not.
I'm not knocking it.
I'm not. Listen, my argument is we all have different. Listen.
Yeah.
So the question is, if we made out, how are we going to play these 21-year-olds a dream? How are we going to pay them? They're not going to want to come to. They're not going to want to go to the. Hey man, you come play for this team. I can't pay you $1.5 million. I can give you $20,000 to play state.
Oh, you don't think there's no kid out there that would play for $20,000 right now?
$20,000 a year?
Yeah.
With the dream of going to the NFL? He's nice enough to get in the NFL.
What did I say before? It's going to take time.
But the question is, who's going to take the time out?
At least you
have money.
At least you have it.
But that's cool. We can do that for the 18-year-olds, but you're not doing that for somebody who got a family. You're not doing that for somebody whose whole family lives in poverty. You're not taking that. If I got offered a deal to play for the NFL or get paid $20,000, $1.5 million contract to a $20,000 contract, my whole family's in debt.
It probably wouldn't be that low.
Let's just say it's not going to be as high.
And then let's say it's a new organization, right? What networking connections do you say they have? If I'm in a league at the
so what you stole,
and this is the NFL, what connections do I have to get?
So you know what? Y'all the type of people not to do business with. You know why?
Why?
Because everything I'm saying about freaking ownership, y'all knock it down.
No.
You're not with black entrepreneurship. Because everything I say,
that's a large scale.
What you mean?
That's not saying.
React with ownership.
That's not saying.
React with ownership.
That's not saying let's make our own.
React with ownership.
So you start one if you support.
I ain't got enough money.
How you gonna know?
If I get some money, I'll start it.
All right. So how do we?
Figure it out.
So let's all figure it out. Since you support, if you support it, you got to
I'm not doing business with y'all because y'all just say everything.
You know what it is though? Only reason we knocking it down is only because due to ignorance that we do not understand because we have no type of wealth. There's no way he can fathom starting his own team. Well, how are we gonna get it, Carl?
There's people out here with wealth.
You're right. And how do we get to them? If it's everybody's got, we got 1%. They not trying to give up their wealth.
The only point I'm trying to y'all saying that it can't happen. I'm saying that it can happen, and that's the way you need to react.
No, I'm not saying that it cannot happen.
Listen, let me give you another example.
Do you put all your eggs in one basket? Absolutely not. So why should the people amongst the 1% of black people do the same thing?
Nobody said put all your eggs in one basket.
Okay, so if you got $1 million, he got $1 million, I got $1 million, and we have to put that $1 million up just to start this business. That
was just an example, man. But we have multiple multi-millionaires out here, right?
I think Oprah's a billionaire now.
Okay, then. So I'm just giving.
But guess what? She's a billionaire and she still don't have enough money.
I never said that. What are you talking? See, you're looking at it. You're looking at it as if it has to be on the scale of NFL first. When you don't know that back in the day, the NFL.
That's not what I'm saying.
It used to be the NFC.
When it first started, I spoke about economic vehicle amongst black people just as a simple race, right? We don't have it. We don't have the economic.
Man, you know what, man?
We don't have the money to put there.
So he's saying when the NFL first started.
How much was the Cowboys worth when they first started?
Who had the money to start the Cowboys?
Bro, Jerry Jones.
And okay. And who was going to support it the most? Are we? I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying. Are we going to support it?
So do you agree that ownership is
no? He's not understanding.
The best way to
listen. Y'all trying to overtalk me and listen. That's the problem.
That's all I'm trying to get to.
An angry black man. That's right. But the question is, you just said it out your mouth.
What?
You're going to still support football because you feel like it means nothing.
But
so if I started my own, is everybody going to just follow suit?
I watch sports, period. I don't watch it.
But everybody's not built like that. That's like rappers who get shunned.
So how do you react then? How do you react?
I don't watch
when you're not getting treated right in your workplace.
You go.
What you do?
Well, can you go build another job?
Why not? How? From the ground up, baby. From the ground up.
Maybe I need this job. Maybe I'm stuck in a position.
I wouldn't stay there and shut up.
Then you gotta fix it.
That's the problem. That's the problem. Just stay there and fix it and just shut up. They've been doing that for years.
You in my house.
They're not doing it now.
If I'm under your rules, I need to get my own, right? If I don't like the rules of your house, I need to go get my own house. But I have to sit in your house till I get the money to get in my own house.
Fact.
So yes, I have to endure the bullshit you put me through till I can save up just enough coins to bounce. Now I'm strong to be.
Now you talking.
Now you're right.
Now you talking.
But the thing is,
now you make me want to win.
How many people is stuck under this fucked up family's roof trying to save up just enough to make a little bit of ends meet?
Yeah.
Now, bring me to my next subject, Nike.
I love Nike.
So, you love Nike because
They were bold.
They were bold.
They were bold.
You don't. Okay.
Nah, I just want to know. Did Nike? Was Nike like making a move in the fact of let's go get these young black brothers in. Let's get this money, because if we say we put him on the face, boy, we buy that expensive merch. We don't buy the $40 running shoes. We get the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? We get the $60 shirts.
We spend the most money as a race than any other race on stuff like that.
So
it was a good move for Nike.
So the question is,
was it a good money move? Yes, but do I feel like
you think they did it
because do I feel like they did it because of the money move? No.
But that's the good question. The good thing is, I'm gonna take it like this.
And I was on LinkedIn.
What major corporation you know does anything without considering money?
I want to say corporation, but
they're a corporation.
I say not to say corporation because I don't. Okay, your point is correct. Most corporations want to make moves based off money, right?
Right.
Now, so I was
a business. They have every right.
Right, and I saw Business Chronicle show that after they came out with that mean thing of Colin Kaepernick or whatever, their sales went up 41%.
Yeah.
After that, right. So was it a money move? Who knows to say? But in my knowledge, I've never run across an occasion or experience with Nike ever having like discrimination issues or so. Whether it was a money move or not, I feel like it was still genuine to put them out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I stand for only.
And that's why I say that I like Nike.
It's regardless if it was bad, it was still good. It gave. It's like sometimes you just gotta be like, all right, man. Maybe they did do it for some money, but they still did it.
Because they did. You're right. Because they didn't have to. And
just
Nike generates $21 billion. You know, they average like $21 billion a year, or some stupid number like that. So it wouldn't have made a difference. They could have, because a lot of people don't know, Kaepernick was already signed with Nike prior to everything going down anyway.
And
his contract was up,
and that's even more respectable because
he had already had him.
All of his
Puma and Adidas wanted him. They was in talks with him. They was like
prior to all his what's those called when they give these NFL players contracts, like little promos, like you do this, we pay you.
Yeah. Oh, endorsements.
Endorsements, yes, I couldn't get the word. Like even like all his other endorsements dropped them. Nike's still with him, and then they put him on like the head of the company. Like so, like and again, it's still respectable because even when the wealthiest organization probably in America, which is the NFL, turned their back on him, Nike stuck with him.
Which is
now,
interesting.
check this out, and I saw a lot of people burning all their Nike stuff and cool, but the stock still went up 41%. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They don't have any history. They don't have anything to say.
Them burning, it make like you burning your shoes that you already bought is not gonna make a stock go down.
It's not.
It has nothing to do with sales. You already bought the shoes.
But
so.
you know, I will say around the whole Nike, the fact that we are seeing bans on Nike, we still see where we stand. You know what I'm saying? Well, everything is like every time. It's like I mess with Colin Kaepernick to me like. I have to respect them so much because just to go through all that says a lot. You know what I'm saying? Then to come on top and then they still hate you. It's like now you hate a brand who's affiliated with one person, and now you just want because of race. And what he did, like what he did, we got even bothered by it for. We in the military, so it's like what
all of this because he was just trying to bring awareness to police brutality. It's scary that they hate us that much.
I think it's because they don't understand.
They ain't gotta understand.
It's not even that they don't have. It's so hard to.
I don't think they want to understand.
Yeah, they don't need to understand.
It's all a system. It's all.
I want to bring it back to the NFL. I want to read this article that I found right quick. Now listen up. This is an article from TheRoot.com. It was written by Mr. Michael Harriot off TheRoot.com. So here we go. It says the vast majority of NFL revenue comes from television rights, which are paid in advance. In 2014, CBS, NBC, and Fox agreed to pay $3.5 billion every year for the rights to air NFL games on network television through 2023. DirecTV will kick in an additional $1.5 billion per year until 2022. Disney pays $2 billion per year to air games on ESPN and ABC. Amazon.com threw in $50 million to air games along with foreign rights holders who paid $500 million. The NFL network also makes around $1.2 billion from various affiliates. That means the league will still make close to $9 billion from television rights this year. Even if not a single soul tunes into a football game, the NFL won't even have to look at these deals until years from now. The checks are already cut. That's a lot of tithes and offerings for the church. It goes into, comparing the I don't want to get the point that I wanted to get from that article is like, it's not gonna make a difference whether we watch it or not. Which brings it back to what you said. Basically, we should be standing for something anyway. If you diss my brother, I should be with him. That's the argument. They gonna make their money regardless. Us not watching, they already paid.
That's my argument. My argument was not. See, I didn't go with the let's hit him in the pockets. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like
that's what everybody says.
Yeah. And that's your reacting with emotion, like you said.
Everybody's saying that's your opinion. Everybody else is saying that they don't want to watch because they don't want them to get that view. It doesn't matter. They're already paid up to 2024.
Okay, so in 2024, people stop watching. Does it hurt them?
That's negotiation acting. But is it though?
It do.
Because their market is more of them watching than it is us.
That's like
so is it really gonna change? And every year with inflation going up, that 3.2 is gonna be more. And if you getting this from multiple streams, like it's not gonna make a big you fighting against something that's like it's almost impossible. It's kind of like I feel like let them have it. Let me react with ownership. That's the only way to fix it to me. You're not gonna stop that machine. They on the clock working. Oh, I'm not gonna watch it. You might as well watch your brother on TV, man. Unless you're gonna react with ownership. Stand behind Cap. Watch your brother do what he loves to do, which is play basketball. I don't think so, because it's black. Because there ain't none but black boys out there playing. So
there's a couple of white guys out there.
70% of the league is black.
Okay, 30% of them is white. Okay, so 3 out of every 10 are white people, right?
Yeah.
A lot of white people are going to fund. A lot of white people are going to watch. I don't think the debate is whether. For me,
watch your brother out there playing football. Man.
Me as a supporter of Kaepernick, you know what? I got my bachelor's degree.
Kaepernick never said boycott the NFL.
Look.
He never said that.
When he knew he wasn't boycotting the NFL,
right?
Neither was he boycotting the American flag. Neither was he boycotting the Army of the United States of America.
Right.
He wasn't boycotting none of that shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the fake patriots of this country believes whatever the fuck they want to believe, which is okay, right? But my point in saying all that is to say that Colin Kaepernick, for me, right, when he chose to kneel and bring out, you know what, he chose my son, right? So in the midst of what he gone through, I choose Colin Kaepernick. So until he
what does that mean? That means to boycott?
Yeah.
That means to boycott?
Absolutely.
What?
Absolutely.
Why? Because I just explained to you.
Okay, their contracts are paid up to a certain year, right? Mm-hmm. But when they look and go to revise and remake these contracts, the views is going to matter then.
When he's saying make a strong boycott.
Absolutely.
But you know what? You know what though? You know what? All right. So put it like this. I want to ask you a question. So when do we make the what situation has to be big enough for us to be like, you know what? Haha, I'm not supporting that. Because that's my thing. So if Walmart came out with a black face, right? Blake. But let's just say blatant as hell, like slave aisle, right? All the Walmarts, not just one, all of them. do we still be like, well, shop at Walmart? Or do we say let's go to Target? Or do we say let's make our own? But when do we be like, okay?
Because when do we win? When are we gonna start winning? We're not winning.
We're not winning.
We just boycott.
That's true.
I'm not gonna do it.
But you know what?
Okay, so what you got?
And you know why
you ain't got nothing.
You know why I stand out on that? Is that peaceful protests don't work. They don't work.
Yeah, I mean, he peaceful protested.
All kudos to him, right?
Yeah.
He peaceful protesting, and what did you say? The shit still don't fucking work, right? But you know what?
So you might as well watch.
Take a look at the French Revolution, right? Take a look at Baltimore.
Look at you, boy.
Take a look. You can take a look at so many situations, right? Let's take a look at Dallas, Texas, right? When the army got shot the 5 police officers and protesting, saying that we should start killing them back, right? You know what? Before the peaceful protest and shit, Obama ain't speak up, Biden ain't had shit to say, nobody, right? Then what happened? People lost lives. Who has something to say? Obama has something to say. The mayor has something to say. The commissioner has something to say. The police director has something to say. You know what they say? Let's incorporate these people into this organization, right? Y'all think y'all being harassed, y'all think A, B, and C, then come join us. Okay, I can respect that, right? But the problem is that when it's peaceful, you get ignored because it go away. You gotta learn how to leave your mark. Baltimore left their fucking mark. That's why you will always talk about it. Ferguson left their fucking mark. You will always talk about it. Dallas, Texas, that guy left his mark. You will always talk about it. Baton Rouge,
did they really leave their mark?
They left their mark because
so what do they own?
lost.
Where's the ownership?
No. Look, it's about bringing people to the table. You ain't getting nobody to the table on peaceful protest. History teaches you that, right? But violence do. The loss of life do. And I just proved it. Baltimore, Baton Rouge, St. Louis, all of these places where lives were lost, more than one. You know, where they're looting, they burning businesses down, they doing all of this shit. It brought prominent people to the table to say, what are we missing about them, right? They went to St. Louis and figured out, okay, they burned down shit. People lost their lives. Police officers got attacked. They put tanks in here. What are we missing? When they came to the table, they missed a whole lot. They missed a whole lot. 8 out of 10 people in that city getting stopped, pulled over, tickets, arrested. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's what they missing when you decide to, okay, we're going to peaceful protest. This shit going to go away in a couple of days, then what? Right? Yeah. You got to learn how to leave your mark. So am I with peaceful protesting? Fuck no. I think you should burn everything down. I think people should die. Even that means I got to lose my life. Okay. Because I know that history taught us over time that peaceful protest don't work. It don't work. At all. So you have to figure out something that's going to get these people to the table to even have a conversation about it.
That sounds like ownership to me. React with ownership, baby. My perspective.